The demo for Daymare 1999 came out. I think it was just yesterday. And Daymare is a game, the name of which I can't say without smiling, because it's a bold choice for a name. It's a unique name. It's a name you will remember when you hear it. And if you're wondering what Daymare is, if you haven't heard of it, basically the backstory of this, as I understand it, is that some years back, there was a group of fans that were making a fan remake of Resident Evil 2 called Resident Evil 2 Reborn. It was Resident Evil 2 in the Resident Evil 4 style of being an over-the-shoulder third-person shooter. And they were developing that for some time until Capcom called them and said, hey, maybe don't do that. And now we know the reason they said that was because Capcom themselves were making a Resident Evil 2 remake. So at that point in time, the developers took the work they did on RE2 Reborn and changed it to their own original IP, Daymare 1998. So this is a game that started life as a remake of RE2. And I don't know if that comparison is going to help it out, because that means when you see this, you're probably going to be thinking about how RE2 Remake actually turned out, which was fantastic. So maybe that's not a flattering comparison. Maybe that's an unrealistic bar for Daymare to reach. Maybe I should rather say that the last third-person horror shooter I played was Crying Is Not Enough. So can Daymare reach up to those heights? I think that is a much more reasonable challenge for Daymare to meet. So let's see if Daymare can beat that. Now, of course, in a Resident Evil game, when I press the button to start, we hear a voice say Resident Evil. And it's cool. You know, we all like that sound. What sound does Daymare make when I hit enter? That's an unfortunate sound. That is an Undead Syndrome level sound. Let's hope. Maybe they can fix that. I don't know. We're going to start a new game. Oh man. No, change that sound. The game's coming out next month. They have plenty of time to change that sound effect. Anyway, mission briefing, Daymare mode. So you call yourself a true survivor. If that's the case, face your fears on the hardcore difficulty recommended by the developers of Daymare 1998. Be prepared to enter the brute world of survival horror. Good luck. Or beginner mode. Just a rookie scared of your own in-game shadow. Maybe you'd best start Daymare 1998 with a pacifier, along with some extra resources and weaker enemies. Oh no! My masculinity is being questioned with the beginner mode. I'm not really here for the challenge, developers of Daymare. I have played survival horror games before. I'm still going to pick your beginner mode because I do not exactly have, I don't know yet if this is going to be a good game. If it's good, I would like to play it on the harder difficulty. If it's not so good, we don't need to. Aim mode, manual, assist, or auto. I'll go with manual. Let's see how that is. Playing with mouse and keyboard. Oh, next. There we go. Brightness. That's probably fine. I can see the B. I don't know if you can see that B, but there's a B in that black box. I'll say yes. Do I want subtitles? Sure. HUD ammo? Well, by default, it's off. Let's keep it off. Let's see what the developers intend. Maybe they don't want you to know how much ammo. Anyway, let's see. Evaluation recap. Okay, let's confirm. Okay. Several hours have gone by since communication with Aegis Laboratory has been cut off. Now 2 teams of highly trained Hades Hexacord Advanced Division for Extraction and Search operatives are called out to investigate. Their mission: find their missing researchers who seemingly vanished without a trace and retrieve sensitive, highly classified materials for a clandestine branch of the U.S. government. Tasked with gaining access to the lower levels of the lab, Special Agent Liev barges into the second service entrance, and it is there that he discovers the security system has initiated a facility-wide quarantine, automatically shutting everyone in and serving as a warning to would-be invaders that some kind of experiment has gone horribly, horribly wrong. All right, let's do it, Liev. Oh man, that sound.
What matters on the chessboard are good moves and the actions you take to achieve this result. What I do is bide in the shadows, where I can strategically exploit the most vulnerable pawns. But this time had to be different. This time, I had to involve my hand directly. But let's get things in the right order. So I began the first phase of my plan.
Requesting the evacuation of all remaining personnel. Code Blue, repeat, this is a Code Blue emergency. Please respond, anyone, please. My name is Rebecca Jordan. I'm a doctor at the Aegis Medical Facility on the North Ball Islands. We have a problem of some magnitude here. There's a situation in the building that requires... There's been a terrible mishap. I think we've been exposed to some kind of gas, a corrosive agent that latches onto the lungs, warping people inside. Can anyone hear me? For God's sake, please!
I say again, we are at Code Blue. One of my colleagues freaked out. Take me! I thought I'd roll the dice on whatever this contagion is and kill someone, but I don't know how long this channel will stay open. The security team triggered some sort of facility lockdown. I was in full quarantine and in fact I feel it.
That transmission was the last communication out of Aegis' laboratory 12 hours ago. The latest mission parameters are courtesy of our friends over at the DOD. It seems the corrosive agent in question is actually the same experimental gas you've been ordered to retrieve. Only problem is, they forgot to mention in the initial brief that it's also a new type of chemical weapon that kills almost everyone it afflicts. Rest assured, all entrances and exits to the building were automatically sealed at the first sign of a breach, which is standard security protocol when these mishaps occur. Your teams will infiltrate the facility as such. Epsilon, you'll enter via the central lobby on the second level, which serves as the main access point, and edge your way to the laboratory. Delta, you will simultaneously sweep through the lower levels where the main laboratory is located. According to our
It's just Hunk. That is just Hunk sitting right there.
so proceed cautiously. Be advised, this operation's status has been raised to priority red. Repeat, priority red. You all know what that means. This won't be the simple snatch and grab you were initially led to believe. Good luck, gentlemen. Now get in there and show us what you're made of. That hail is truly the House of Hades. HQ out.
Priority red. You do understand that this assignment could be our last. Well, you know, if I were a betting man, I think I'd bet that the odds of making it home in one piece are a lot better with you on the battlefield. But that's if, you know, Gomer Pyle doesn't put us down first.
Just shut the fuck up, Leaf. Goddamn motor mouth.
Don't let him get to you, kid. That shitbird squawks at anyone with a bigger stick, which is pretty much everyone. Never should have pulled his ass out that fire back in room in 94.
Thanks, Hayden. Understood, Major. Get it? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should just let the past go.
Romero 4 Golf, this is HQ. We hold you on gadget and show you entering the airspace above the island. You should be within visual range of Aegis at any moment. Over.
HQ, this is Sandman Actual. In descent for November Foxtrot, India. Standing by for mission go.
Sandman Actual, this is HQ. You are mission go. Authentication Echo Golf 394 at time 0227 Zulu. Out. We are mission go. This is the second platform, and the end of the line for you, lead. Green will infiltrate the laboratory via the third platform. After that, Raven and I will hold position at the external loading bay and remain on alert 5 to pick you rubber suckers up upon completion. At which point, we'll regroup on platform 2. Keep your comms clear as a precautionary measure. Over.
Roger that. Comms clear. En route to primary objective. Over and out.
Wow, that was a lot of talking. I don't know why we needed so much talking, but I feel like I've really gotten to know these characters, these members of Hades. Alright, so we're the guy with the helmet, who I think his name was Crane.
HQ here. Unlock codes received. We are remotely overriding the service access to Aegis Station. As explained during the brief, the data interchange device is still being tested for field use. Nevertheless, it will become your most important resource, allowing you to manage weapons, consumables, consult maps, health state, and above all, allow you to interact with any type of electronic device. Over.
Unless Leave put on a helmet. I guess it doesn't really matter which one that we are. We are a Hades soldier. We are striding into this base. I can look at my inventory. There we go. Inventory. Containing my consumables and key items. Health status and alterations. Information and current objectives. All documents, ID tags, and audio files. Oh, we got a thing. Got like a little tablet on our arm. Oh yeah, we are Liev. Okay, so we put a helmet on. So all we got is this magazine and ammo. We got a couple of guns in the weapon section. Also some not some great frame rate when I put my arm down. Okay, that seemed better that time. I can run. That's good. So how can I take my gun out? I don't actually know how I can take my gun out. I can, like, zoom in by clicking on the right button. I can punch. I can press 4 for flashlight. There we go. There we go. Well, maybe it'll tell me which key it is to bring out my gun when it's necessary. Clearly, I don't need to shoot anything right now. Well, that's good. It'll keep the heat inside. You don't want it to get out to the outside. Just increase your power bill.
Sandman to Agent Leave. Judging from the fragments of video we pulled from surveillance, it appears that several tanks labeled CSR-3 have already been attached to the main hoisting unit. I'll stay on standby at the main doors to the freight elevator. Over.
Liev here. Copy that. Objective confirmed. Looks like the contagion leaked out from a couple tanks crammed into the area. There are also sure signs of a firefight and explosive residue. Proceeding with the mission. Over.
Alright, so we have two different voice actors pronouncing his name differently. It's either Leave or Liev. I started off with Liev. Need to open it up. What does that say? This is not a messenger elevator. No persons other than the operator and the freight handlers are permitted to ride on this elevator. None. Alright, so here's some stuff on the elevator. We got to get it up through that roof. Something glowing over here. It doesn't look like I can get to it, actually. Alright, let's run around and see what we can interact with. Got shadows as we run by. Yeah, it's nice, you know, it's neat. It's atmospheric. It's thick with tension. Or some such. Thick with something. Locked. Need to unlock it. Can I jump up on that? It doesn't seem like it. I don't think I can. He pulled out a gun. Okay. So maybe it's about time we need to use one of those. That man was turned into a skeleton.
It's about time you guys got here. You're with emergency response, right?
That's right. Agent Liev. How's the leg?
It hurts like hell. But I'll be alright. Can't move very far, though.
That's unfortunate. Listen, I need to search this place for survivors. I'll come back for you as soon as I can.
Survivors? Yeah, well, good luck with that. Anyway, I'll be waiting here. I just need to rest my eyes a little.
Sure, you do that. I'll be sure to come back later when you're, a zombie. Oh, does it want me to shoot him? Because it's telling me to pull my gun out. I guess so. That was the shooting tutorial. All right. So it's letting you know. It's not like RE2 where you're going to form the emotional connection to Marvin and then you have to shoot him later on and it's really a heart-rending situation. Get rid of all that. Just so you know, I don't think it was letting me move away. I don't think I was able to move. The only thing I could do was aim at him and shoot. But yeah, none of these emotions, none of this bonding with a character that you might have to kill at some point. Magazine quick slot. In order to perform the reloading action, you must first select the magazine from the quick slot submenu. That sounds neat. Fast reload. Press the reload. That's R. Perform the fast reload. Slow reload. You hold R. You hold it down. Perform the slow reload. Nice and slow. From the items tab in the DID, it's possible to combine ammo boxes and magazines to refill the magazine itself. A lot of text here about how to reload this gun. Right? So I have that. I could reload, but I'm sure we're good. It's a blue screen on that. So I wonder if I can interact with something. I wonder if like a prompt is going to come up or something. I don't know if because like this computer looks like something I might be able to do something with, but nothing's coming up. So I don't know if I can actually interact with anything in this room. So did I just walk into this room to shoot that guy? It doesn't seem like there's anything else here. I think I just walked in here to shoot him. Well, now I know how to use a gun. That's something.
Liev to Mission Control, Sandman. I made contact with an Aegis worker. I followed the protocol. I'm now heading to the control room to begin loading procedures. Over.
Copy that. This all brings back memories from 94. Especially that day when you opened fire on all those poor, innocent people. Or what was left of them. Don't you remember?
Orders are orders, Major, and those innocent people weren't exactly civilians. When you finally get your ass out of that chopper and onto the battlefield, we'll talk about it. Proceeding to objective. Over.
Don't you judge me for the innocents I've killed. You don't know what it's like. You've never been on the battlefield. Only people who've been on the battlefield can judge me, Liev. So we're playing as a very likable character so far.
Someone must have had a lot of fun down here.
Alright, translated from Japanese from 1945. Honor, a word the Allied forces will never understand. Thousands of innocent souls in seconds destroyed by the U.S. atomic bomb. Not those of soldiers, not those of men who made a choice to fight and sacrifice themselves in service of our great nation, but those of Pacific civilians? Pacifist civilians, do you mean? Who lived in those cities now totally... Those cities have been canceled. Totally canceled. They posted something unfortunate on Twitter. Those cities, they're completely canceled now. Women and children, our families are gone, obliterated by their desire for dominance, by the desire to show the world the strength of their science, the atomic bomb. But now the time has come to show them the strength of our science. It took years of hardship to develop terrible weapons, but the worst we could imagine arrived simply by chance. We had chosen to keep the Scourge, our worst discovery, a secret because it was too inhuman, even for Unit 74, where men were granted the luxury of releasing the darkness of their spirits. A weapon too inhuman even for war, but not too inhuman for those Western people who lost all traces of honor with the push of a button. The men of this crew, the fathers and son now deprived of their loved ones, have renamed it Shujin, the condemnation. The world, literary works and histories will remember the people behind the atomic bomb as villainous and blatant, a mass genocide that will tarnish their conscience forever. But this is not enough. Not for us. Not for the families they canceled in 1 second. Perseverance is better than defeat. The new emperor ordered that Shujin be spread over the enemy, a divine, noiseless wind, but extremely lethal. Our condemnation will tear their hearts out and lead them on a path to the same suffering we are experiencing. We departed from Tokyo a few hours ago and expect a long journey to the American coast where the plague will be unleashed and a story out of their science fiction novels will run its course. At this very moment, a second I-400 of the glorious Japanese Imperial Navy should be leaving Osaka, ready to deliver the second and last reserve of the plague to a top-secret location in Germany. Unit 74 no longer exists, swept away by a 20-kiloton blast, but its creation is more alive than ever, and it could still shift the balance of power in this world in our favor. We must do everything we can and leave the rest to fate. Admiral Shinji Don't use his name, come on. The rest is illegible. There. Okay. So, Japanese were in the 40s, led by Shinji Mikami, were creating some sort of death wind to kill the Americans. Don't know how that went, because clearly there was no death wind in the 40s, but maybe someone picked up their research where they left off. Interesting choice of words. Why were they using the word cancelled for, like, destroyed? What was that choice? Rapid use quick slot. In order to use an item, you must first select it from the quick slot submenu. Q. Hold down the use item button to use a selected consumable. Using an item will cause the character status to temporarily change. Overdose. Don't overdose. Don't do that. Okay. Are you health fluid? Okay, I guess I can heal myself with it. Don't overdose with it, though. Energy bar. Yum, yum. I'm definitely going to overdose on some energy bars. Check status. Oh, with a mouse wheel. I'm going to click that down. That's... No, not many games make me click the mouse wheel. Anyway, that's my status. Looks like it's saving. Are we going to run into a battle? Maybe so. Nothing there, I guess. Oh, hold on. We got something. Bank transaction. Looks like a bank transaction made out to Jay Phelps for $1 million. I don't know if that really means anything to us right now. You know, for a game called Daymare, it seems like it takes place at night. I'm just going to throw that out there. Got some ammo. Oh, we got a few things here. What we got? Note to trainee, I read your file, Kevin, and your resume is quite impressive. Despite your age, it seems you've already installed and maintained your share of sophisticated equipment that most techs here don't even know exist. Now, I'm not trying to scare you, but I want you to know exactly what you're getting into. I heard you asked a coworker what kind of research is being conducted here. If I had to hazard a guess, it must involve the UFO they found off the coast of this island. These scientists are clearly seeking ways to permanently alter the human genome to create superhuman alien hybrids. Joking, obviously, but this is a top-secret government facility, and the suits here won't hesitate to lock you up and throw away the key if you give them a reason to. Places like this naturally employ state-of-the-art computer systems and machinery that go well beyond the scope of most technicians. Lucky for you, the thermoelectric generators, although extremely powerful, are very simple to use via an interface. The only real hurdle you will come across is the odd time when a power outage occurs. In this situation, all you need to do is find a PC to check which area is shorted out, as indicated by a flashing red dot. Unfortunately, the repair process isn't automatic, so you need to restore power manually using the control panel to bypass the areas marked in red, which will turn green if you are successful. Just follow the instructions on screen, I'm sure there won't be any problems, but if you run into something serious, give me a call and I'll send someone down to help you. So I guess we will have to fix machines. Don't forget that loose lips sink ships. Welcome aboard and good luck, Mick O'Hagan, Chief Maintenance Officer. There sure is a lot of text early on in this game, isn't there? Warning, use the combined function in my did. Okay. Here's the power status. Some of them are red. By the way, why did it want me to combine something? It said I could combine. I'm not really sure why I want to. Combine. I could combine. I could use. That's the health fluid. That's the health bar. Ammo. Magazine. Remember to pull it. That's what I always say. You know, that's my motto. You know that. Remember to pull it. So, just a few things. Well, let's walk around a bit more before we do anything. Maybe we have to just turn that elevator on. That seemed to be the only machine that we were actually interacting with. So, cargo, turn that on. Or could I just turn everything on? Oh, okay. The helipad access is multiple dots. Okay. So maybe we don't need helipad access to be on. This seems like an inefficient operation. They can't have everything on at the same time. Remember to pull it. No? What if I just wanted that to be on? Whoop, that's not what I wanted. Alright, let's look at this again. So... Or does it just want me to match this? Is that just what it is? Alright. Hold on. Let me, I'm just gonna pull something up. Excuse me for a second, I'm just going to type out what it has here. It says RH green, OF red, SR green, LA green, DA red, HA red, CD red, SR green, SS green, CR green, and CA green. I don't know if I need to match this, but it's an idea. Maybe that document I read would have told me what to do. But honestly, I don't remember what it said at this point. It's been like 2 minutes. Come on. You can't expect me to remember it that long. Let's see. Cargo area, it said was green. Submarine shaft, green. Helipad access, red. Lab area, green. Control room, let's see. Control room, green. Reception hall, green. The decontamination area is red. Server room is green. Actually, server room and security room are both SR, but both SRs were green. So that should be fine. Office area is red. Canteen dorm is red. All right, that's what the monitor. This is what the monitor says. There we go. Okay, that's just what it was. Just look at the monitor and make that thing match it. Uh-oh. I'm hearing sounds. I don't suppose it's any different now. No, that's the same. Alright. Yeah, there we go.
What the hell are these things?
Well, it was fairly easy, I guess. I don't know if I even had to shoot him a second time. He seemed like he was going down after the first. Now we have to be on guard because monsters are about and anything could happen. I don't suppose this is any different over here. No, that doesn't seem any different. Sub-shaft. Let's head on inside. Oh, there we go. Getting up. Maybe I did not need to use that third one. Don't forget to retrieve my drop magazine. Oh, I didn't know I needed to do that. Oh, does it want me to combine bullets with my used magazines? Is that what that was? That's probably what that was. I see this game is emphasizing the realism of firearms use. There we go. Can I just pull this guy out of there? I'm not getting a prompt to pull on him. Anything new around? Let's have a look. Oh, here's something. Power fail detected. Cargo area need manual restoration. Yes. Let us restore manually. There we go. Now we can lift that elevator up.
Agent Leave, Sandman here. The external bulkheads are opened up. Head back to the cargo bay and activate the freight elevator from there. Over.
I'm on it. I should probably mention the zombies, though, right? You'd think that my fellow Hades operatives would want to know about the zombies. It seems like the most interesting thing, right? Hold on. Should I go? Yeah, I came through there, so that means let's go back through here.
There's something down below. It looks like a huge submarine with markings that resemble biohazard symbols, and could the flag really be Japanese?
Focus on the mission, Agent. I don't care what titter-ridden cow curdles the milk those pasteurizing big shots call us in to mop up.
What?
Time is running out. Get your ass on the objective. Over.
I'm gonna have to review that sentence and remember it for the future. Tittle-written cow curdles, I believe is what he said. Anyway, he doesn't care about any of that. Like these zombies running around? Man, whoop. Uh-oh. Oh, vomiting on me. It's just spewing the vomit.
One ugly motherfucker.
Oh.
Save the last one for myself.
Did he just make a quip while he was being vomited on that he's going to save the last one for himself? That's some self-confidence.
I'm going to need a fuller gun.
Oh. Yeah, hold on. Gonna need to... Oh, I did pull out my other gun. All right. Let me take a look at my little phablet right here. It's not quite as large as a tablet. Bigger than a phone, so, you know, a phablet. Let me... No, what I wanted to do was combine with... There we go. Combine with... There we go. All right. Might as well take out my other gun. All right. So the guys in the elevator, they can see the zombies, right? They don't really care about any of this. All right, whatever. I guess I'm focusing on the mission. Anyone coming? Okay, over there. I assume bodily damage does something. Like, I'm going for the head. I'm assuming that's doing more damage. I don't know that, but you'd think so, right? I like how there's no music, by the way.
SDF to Mission Control. Elvis has left the building.
Understood. We'll take it from here, Agent. If the weather gets any worse, we might experience comm interference. Proceed to your next objective. Emergency channel open. Over.
Find a way into the laboratory. I wonder if that has to do with that guy who was blocking the elevator. Could be. Or have I been in here? What's the... Oh, no, that's blocked off. Not going anywhere there. The reason there's no music is to immerse you in the atmosphere of being in this hellish facility. You know how it goes. Oh, hold on, this is open now. This was not open before. Right, because I restored power, that must have made the door open. I guess the reason they fall so slowly is to tempt you into wasting a bullet. Like, should I shoot again? Or is he gonna fall? He's still... No. I'm about to say he's still going. He was not still going. Remember, every time we reload, pick up a magazine. I don't know if that's going to be a fun little mechanic as the game goes on. Only one? Well, I guess we got him by surprise. I wonder why I'm the only one who went down to the lab. There were like 3 other guys on that helicopter. And even if 2 of them are pilots... Alright, gotta recover the sample. Even if 2 of them were pilots, there was still 1 other guy that could have come down with me. So we're recovering a sample. That's a very Resident Evil thing to do, of course. Many Resident Evil games involve some kind of mission to retrieve a sample of something or other. There we go. Let me pick up the syringe. I can combine the items. So in this case, I can make get rough and ready. I can combine basic ingredients with hexacore additives to make drugs and inject myself with the drugs. If I combine the roughs of the same type, so like the green rough and another green rough would make a double healing rough, but maybe if I combine green rough and red rough, maybe like I would be fully healed, you know, something like that. Probably something like that. Anyone around? No. Alright, let's take a look at our rough. So we have the H additive. It's a concoction of hexacore biogenics made for Hades. You can use it as a base to create more powerful stimulants. RU health fluid. So is it saying that maybe I should combine these 2? We could try it. Combine. No. I cannot. Nope, that's not it. So I cannot combine it with that. I need to find something else to combine with. What about what's going on here? Got an energy drink. That's going to heal me with my energy bar. Let's see. Hexacore Biogenics encrypted file. File code HP194. Server hexacorebiogenics.com. If anyone wants to go to that website, they can. It's like I'm not about to do that right now, but... You know, just... I don't know if I'll need... I guess I can just look up the file if that turns out to be a password or something that we need. See, anything around here? Anything to interact with? Let me just see if I get that F prompt. Okay, over there. Anything over here? Duh! hacking terminal. Let's see. Crack the system with the hacking did function. I need an override cable to hack. To successfully hack into the system, I must stop both cursors while they're inside the moving segments. When you stop one in the correct position, a countdown will begin. When the countdown reaches 0, the hack has failed, destroying the cable. You only get one shot per cable at hacking. I got one override cable. Do I want to hack this door? I'm trying to lock is active. I need to try to hack it. Can I hack it? I don't know if I can. We'll find out. Start the hacking process. I'm going to say yes. Oh, F and Q. There we go. All right. What we got in here? Got some more ammo, which you'd expect from being the optional room that maybe you can't get into if you mess up on the hacking. I got some mental fluid. Increase my my intelligence with this fluid. Some hollow points. Let's see, another encrypted file code. Alright, I guess that's what we got in here. Alright, now we got some experiments in here. I need to heal myself. I'm at 50%.
Get off me!
All right, time out, you guys. Let me eat a health bar. You still moving?
Better find some ammo.
Yep. Need to combine. I guess these are super bullets. This diary belonged to an Aegis researcher. Some of the dates are circled with red ink. 1995, Pollux. We can finally create the perfect soldier, strong, resilient, and self-repairing. And to think that most of the grunt work was done none other by Mother Nature herself. For some reason, the local jellyfish, which are already capable of amazing regeneration, inhabited the sunken vessel, whereby they came exposed to the chemical agent. From there, they reproduced generation after generation, growing stronger with each mutation that altered their DNA and birthed hybrids. We studied these new aquatic life forms, outwardly similar to Hydra Cnidaria. Cnidaria. I don't actually know how to pronounce that. But far more aggressive and much more dangerous. In time, we'll use our study to create a new virus that can turn... 7 pages are there. Hell... regular soldiers into genetically advanced war machines, but in the meantime, all we can do is wait for the government to fulfill its promise in order to begin human trials. 1997. If I think back to just a few years, it feels like a century ago. Although Castor is now the pinnacle of modern BC warfare, Pollux is also on track to fruition. The Hydra Cnidaria finally gifted us its firstborn. We had a major breakthrough, a passing of the torch of sorts. Even it would be foolhardy to hide the fact that we need more time. Time is something that army and government officials just won't allow us. They've promised Pollux to their allies, and Pollux they shall have. The only issue we haven't been able to solve, one that puts the entire program into jeopardy, is this: the perfect soldier. We've prototyped is anything but perfect. We've injected the virus into hundreds of candidates with wide genetic variations, yet we're nowhere near a solution. In fact, in just a few minutes, the virus begins to strengthen its host, although no visible external changes are apparent. In just 2 to 3 hours after infection, Pollux is able to regenerate cells and tissue, progressively increasing the power and resilience of its host. This is a truly remarkable accomplishment that will advance medical and military research by decades in just a few short years. If not for the grave side effects that have afflicted almost every subject during experimentation. All the physical enhancements afforded by the Pollux virus are subordinate to a single, inescapable necessity: the host's assimilation of specific hormones that balance and regulate the body, which are otherwise produced by the hypothalamus. As long as large enough quantities of these hormones are assimilated in concentrated doses due to the demand of accelerated metabolisms in enhanced organisms, the subject's psyche remains lucid and aware, while strength, resilience, and regenerative powers remain under control. So like a Wesker, for instance. However, when these hormones become absent for prolonged periods, the first signs of mental deterioration appear, causing blackouts and gradually destroying all forms of conscious decision-making. And then that's your Birkin. So you have your Wesker and your Birkin. After that, in most cases, the body undergoes unpredictable physical changes that lead to its eventual total destruction. What we need to accomplish in the remaining months afforded to the study is to find a solution, as the project as a whole is at stake. 1998. I like how there's one entry per year. Government agents regularly visit the lab and help themselves to experimental data and samples from the most important studies. We've lost a lot of sleep in the past few months, but haven't been able to figure out the hormone dilemma that's been plaguing our research. Other than administering a large amount of synthetic hormone to Pollux infectees, the military and strategic purpose of viral weapons is to keep the host in an intermediate state, whereby physical abilities are greatly enhanced, yet always with an underconscious control that responds lucidly to orders. The only way to achieve this is to force subjects to inject themselves with hormones. All of this, of course, is inevitably subject to a series of unknowns that the military doesn't seem to care about. I wonder what would happen if one of these subjects turned against its creator, intentionally or not able to take the synthetic hormones, among other things that are limited on the battlefield. Unless subjects are damaged beyond regenerative capabilities, these potentially unstoppable and lethal soldiers could just go on a killing spree with no one to stop them. That is, until the absence of the necessary hormones caused its own self-destruction. And this isn't really a solution, as one test showed when a subject infected by Pollux, somehow gifted with increased intelligence, took a researcher captive inside the lab. After several hours of negotiations, the subject, obviously suffering from mental deterioration, tore open the researcher's head and devoured his hypothalamus in a grotesque feeding frenzy that afforded it the necessary hormones it was lacking. This extended its life by several hours and regained some intelligence that was lost during the experiment. As far as I'm concerned, despite however many years I've dedicated to this program, PLX 731 is officially just another failed bioweapon experiment. You know, just another of the failed ones. The reason for its failure lies in its inability to produce, even artificially, the necessary hormones to maintain life and sedate its host. Apparently, however, the higher-ups have their own ideas regarding this. All we can do now is narrow down the search and do what they tell us, yet again. You know, I'm just going to say, that's the kind of file you might find at the end of the game. You know, at first everything's a mystery and you don't know what's going on. And then you're curious as to what's happening and you get involved and invested in the story. And then by the time you get to the end, then you find the big info dumps giving you specifics about what the experiments are. You don't really do that at the beginning because you can't assume that the player cares about your story. They probably don't. So don't do this at the beginning of your game. The player doesn't care about your story or your characters yet. You have to make them care first before you do this, is the thing. I am going to take a little bit of a break after that reading, and we're going to come back and resume with the demo for Daymare in 1998. Back to Daymare. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? I have a magazine for my fuller gun. That's what's that for, I assume. Let me, let's see. What options do I have here about? Use, combine, drop, empty. Okay, so I could empty that out if I wanted to. Let's see. What should I be doing here? Let me take a look. So I have this full magazine. This one's empty. All right, so maybe I should combine. Okay, so that's combined now. I'm just trying to think about, just looking at, okay, switch tab. Let me take a look at these different tabs. All right, health is still only at 56%. I have no alterations. Here's a map. That's a pretty Resident Evil looking map. I don't think we really need a map right now. All right, let me go. Let's see. A type of beverage containing stimulants. I can use this to regain a small amount of health. Damn, that's what I call tasty. Okay, what did that do for me? 60, 64, 65. Okay, it's going up. It's like slowly regenning. All right, that should be good for my health. Okay. Damn, that's tasty. All right. Here are, I guess these are like the experimental jellyfish that File was talking about. So they use the essence of nature's jellyfish in order to extract their regenerative properties and put them into man. What has science done? Let's see. Talking about the maintenance renewal of containment rooms. Dear Dr. Everett, by now you're probably sick of my many appeals, but I really must insist that the maintenance system for controlling temperatures in the containment rooms be remedied immediately. The system is supposed to automatically turn on once the air reaches a specified temperature. Instead, I am forced to send one of my people to adjust it at the terminal outside the room, which regulates the level of nitrogen via spectrum every 6 hours by hand. By hand! To avoid further inconveniences and to fulfill your managerial responsibility to mend the system, please send another technician to fix the damn machine. I sincerely appreciate the assistance. Dr. Jeremy Falk. I like how, of course, it's a fairly common survival horror thing, and many other kinds of games, how there seem to be like emails that I guess people have just printed out and just leave around. It's like that would be sent via email, or I guess this is the late 90s, so maybe it was still like office memorandums.
Probably has to do with the chamber's cooling system.
No N2 cooling system overload. Single nitrogen stack. Yep, let's readjust. Why not? Let's do it. N2 tank. Oh, I need to do something here. Okay, I have like limited amount of N2. I have to decide where to put it. Did it say how much each tank might need? Hold on. Let me take a look at a file. Let's see. So this is the one that you have to do by hand. All right. There are some machines around here that do have temperatures listed on them. Like this one over here says 15°C. I wonder if that's the current is that the current temperature, or is that what it needs to be? I'm not sure. Well, this says 20. I don't think I set any of them to 20. Oh, this is positive 20. The other one was negative. Any others? I only see the two. There were 4 listed on that machine, but only 2 over here. So that's the temperature anomaly. It says chamber temperature is 20. This doesn't say anything. And is this one an anomaly? Does this one read as being anomalous? There is an anomaly on this one, and this one's at 15. Negative 15, I'm sorry. And I assume that I cannot open a door until I should grab Pollux. Oh, I guess I have to open one of these up and grab the sample. Because I'm here to get the sample, of course. So I guess that's what this puzzle is about. So chamber 1 and 2, are those together? But not that. Over there, like, is if I'm looking at this, that says 0 and 1. What does that say? That says 0 and 2. So that's 01. That's 02. Was there anything else? Where are the other two tanks? Okay, they're over here as well. This one's 04. This one's 03. Can I climb that? No, it doesn't look like I can climb that. Well, I mean, maybe if we could patch that up, maybe this would be okay, but we cannot. So that's +5. That's 0. All right, hold on. I'm going to just type that down. So 04 is 0C. Sorry, I don't have the notes on the screen. I didn't actually expect I would need notes for this game. But I'm typing it out, just typing it out separately. All right. So then we have chamber 03 is 5C. I guess I can't go through that door because like there's like a screaming man in that capsule over there. He doesn't look like he's having a good time. All right. Okay, so then we go to 01, which is -15C. And then over here, we have chamber 02, which is 20C. All right. Just needed to write those down. Did we see anything that said what the target temperatures should be? Let me just take a look at my files. Because I can change their temperatures, but what are they supposed to be? Let's go down here. This one did not say what the temperatures are, I don't think. The system is supposed to turn on once the area reaches a specified temperature. It does not, as we know. It does not say what it should be, unfortunately. So what about this? This is like the long file that we read. On our hand, it goes to 14 pages. I don't think it mentioned what temperature this needs to be. No, I don't think so. All right. So what should they be? Should they be equal? Do I need to pump enough into each of them to make them the same temperature? So let's see. Chamber 1 is 15. Why don't I empty all of them into the N2 tank? Just like... Oh, I can't. I can't, like, put more of this into that tank. That? Oh, I see. The N2 tank, I can only load one in. Like, the rest of it is X'd out. It's saying, no, the rest of it you can't... There's only enough for one slot. So you have to move this one slot of N2 around these tanks to get to to equal them out. So let's see. This is 25 without anything in it. Putting 1 in brings it down by 5. So let's see. Does that mean that if I took this out... No, sorry, by 10. It brought it down by 10. So this would be 0 plus 10 plus 20 if I took everything out. And this would be, what? Negative 5, and then positive 5, and then this would be 0. Yeah, that actually matches what was on those monitors. It did... No, that says positive 10, so if I took that out, it would go up to 20. And that doesn't say negative 10. Like, I could take that out, couldn't I? It goes up to 20. So the monitor said that chamber 4 was 0. This is 20. So does that mean that I have to put enough into this to make it 0? Maybe that's what this is. So say if I put another one of these, it should become 0. So now that matches the monitor for monitor 4. Chamber 3, I can take 1 out to make it 5, which would match that monitor. Then I could put 1 in here because this one needs to be negative 15, which means taking 1 out of that, putting 1 back in here, negative 5. If I take 1 out here, it becomes 0. No, it becomes 20, which was on the monitor. And if I put that in here, it becomes negative 15, which was on the monitor. And that should now match what's on the monitors. Chamber 1 is negative 15. Chamber 2 is positive 20. Chamber 3... Was Chamber 3 negative or positive 5? Well, we're going to find out when I leave. Well, I still can't open that, it seems. Let me just check these numbers again. Negative 15 was what was on that one. This was positive 20. This was 0. This was positive 5. Oh, it does say temperature normal. Okay. Temperature nominal. So that was correct. So if the temperatures are now nominal, well, that one still says there's an anomaly. The rest of them are fine. This one's not. If the rest of them are all correct, but this one still needs a different amount. Wait, I had it on negative 5, and that says positive 5, so that means I can just move the 1 into the holding tank. I guess that's probably what it is. So 3, if I remove that. Oh, there we go. All right. Number 4 opened up. Now we can retrieve the sample. That's probably nothing. That's probably nothing. He's a fast boy. Oh, he doesn't run forever, though. He doesn't flinch, though. He is naked, which, as we know, means he is strong. I wonder if I should bother shooting him. It doesn't seem like it's doing much. Yeah, he's not even flinching from it. What happens if I just run in here real fast? Well, excuse me, sir. It didn't seem like there was anything to take. Whoop. He slapped me. That actually did a lot less damage than the normal vomiting. Yep. He's a-coming. Is that it? There we go. See, I dropped another one around here. Don't forget to pick up our empty magazines. Okay, now I can access this. I couldn't access the computer because, you know, the zombie. There we go. Got the Pollux vial.
Liev to Mission Control. PLX 731 sample secured. En route to second helipad for extraction. Do you copy?
Good job, Agent. But I'm afraid I have some bad news. The objective of this operation has been updated. Agent Krychek and Wes have disappeared, and until they've been found, we can't allow you to leave the building. Your new objective is to complete the mission of the Epsilon team and download all the research data on your DID. Please confirm status update. Over.
New objective confirmed. On my way. Over.
All right, our mission is not...
I'm just a war dog, after all.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what happens to us. We have to go to the top floor. Let me make sure that my mags are full. They're empty right now. I have to combine with bullets. There we go. We're just a war dog. No one cares what happens to us. We're expendable. I wonder if this door is open over here. Yep, light is green. There we go. I was going to say, I expect a shower. Wasn't getting one. Of course, we cannot enter. We cannot go in there. We don't even have the option. Oh. He's vomiting all over me.
You ugly sack of shit!
No, it's no need to be insulting, honestly. We should be professional about this. He didn't choose to become a zombie. At least as far as I know. No one, I mean, not many people actually choose to become zombies. I guess it's possible, but you don't see it much. Locked, you say? Need to find a key. So my health probably is not doing so great. How's it doing now? Only at 45. Well, no, it's slightly recovering over time. I got the stamina buff. But stamina is different from health, I guess. So I guess I actually blue herbed myself instead of green herbed myself. Let's see. One of the most malevolent, backwards compatible weapons created by the U.S. government at Aegis Laboratories. Got the H additive, got the override cable, got the health fluid. Can I combine this with, No, still can't combine that. Then what does the mental fluid do? I can enhance my powers of perception for a limited period of time. And what did that do? Okay, yeah, I'm getting regened. Okay, thank you.
Can anyone hear me? This is Agent Crane. An unidentified subject. Hostile. Protective hazmat clothing. He just shot at me. I think I heard him. Proceed with extreme caution. Is armed and deep.
Crane, can you hear me? Crane!
So someone shot at Crane. A human enemy, perhaps.
All systems active.
Uh-oh. The security box, everyone's favorite thing from Code Veronica. Sure, okay.
Shit. I absolutely have to recover those samples somehow.
Alright, we put our thing in the security box. Oh, Agent West is dead.
Sandman, do you copy? I found West's body. Looks like he was shot to death. No sign of Krychek yet. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? God damn this cock-sucking storm!
I always love when you can tell that the language is not exactly native. Like the cursing is not exactly how anyone would actually curse. Agent West audio log. Oh, can we listen to that? Let's see. Audio log. Let's listen.
Agent log, Agent West. We've lost all communication with Mission Controller. I got shot by some unidentified assailant. Agent Krychek chased after the man. I don't know what happened to him following the pursuit, and I don't know how long I will be able to hold out for.
Well, clearly not long. Unless we should take his helmet off. Maybe there's no one in that suit. Maybe West was the one who shot Krychek. It's all double cross. Electronic. Oh, let me see if I can hack. Yes. Hacking successful. Why would you have the projector pointed right at the door? I guess if someone came in, they would be blinded, and it would give you the opportunity to shoot them. That's actually not a bad idea. Got some mental drops. Man, I need to stock up on my mental drops. Got some hollow points. What else we got here? Doesn't seem like we got anything else here. In case of fire. Well, that was a bonus room, so we just got a little bit of ammo, I guess. And some mental drops. Don't forget those. Security system still operational. Alright, so our objective was to get Pollux, and now we don't have it anymore because we had to put it in the security box. Anyone else getting up? Not so far. So we're going to have to find where that sample went. Maybe we can access another security box to get that back. Was I supposed to notice something? It sounded like I was supposed to notice something. It always just makes me... It's something that happens occasionally in horror games where you hear like a loud sound, and like a loud stinger, and like nothing happens, and I feel like, oh, did I miss something? Was I supposed to see something? Because I didn't see anything. Anyway, what we got here? We got Mountain Cool. Only 75 cents. Soda pop. Itching for something tasty? Mountain Cool. I have an itch, and that itch is for something tasty. Something I noticed that sort of... I'm not thinking about it, but it feels weird, is that there's no physics, so like I can't move these chairs aside. I'm so used to the idea that I would be able to walk in here and push the chairs. Like that's just something that happens in games, that it feels weird and constricted when it doesn't happen. Aegis Laboratories. I can't leave yet. Oh, there was someone there. I like how enthusiastically he's running. He's trying so hard. At least I can shoot the cap off. They did think of that. Oh, his entire head came off. Alright, I don't think there's anything else here, so let's go in here. There's some more Mountain Cool. Go up there, we could try here. Anything here? No. Let's go to the offices. The office room. They got like a screensaver with like a very not menacing red biohazard symbol flashing around. That's what I have on my computer. Anyway, here's another encrypted file. I was so distracted by that business center, I didn't even notice.
Ugly motherfucker.
Hey, so I was gonna look at this and make some joke about the business center, but then he got me by surprise, showing me that I am like oh, he's getting up. They can play dead. Oh, hold on. Had to get out my fuller gun because my lesser one was out of ammo. What's this? It is ammo for the fuller gun. I think that's everything here. Okay, let's see. Can I reload this? Go. Still have ammo for that. I was heading upstairs. Let's keep going. Okay, why are we looking at this? A portrait depicting the Greek god Ares. It is said that his beauty is equal only to his lust for violence. I'm sure this is relevant to something. Anyway, we got a statue, big naked statue up there. Can we look at it? Oh, look, I'm trying to appreciate the art. And these zombies, no appreciation. I bet these zombies look at these paintings and say, what, that's supposed to be art? My 5-year-old could draw that. That's what these zombies say. No appreciation. Oh, there's someone down there. That's a pretty nice health, so we'll keep that. So, did I miss someone down there, I guess? I wonder if they're going to walk up here. Yeah, they are. Okay. No one coming right now. A portrait depicting the Greek god Hephaestus. He lived in a volcano and was the god of blacksmithing. No comments about these little statues. Just to make sure no one's coming. No one's going to distract me from my art appreciation. A portrait depicting the Greek god Kronos. He is the father of Zeus who devoured his children for fear that one would usurp his power. And finally, a portrait depicting the Greek god Apollo. As deity of the sun, he brightened mankind's future with art, poetry, and music. So what kind of puzzle are we going to have to solve involving all this? I don't actually see a puzzle, but there has to be a puzzle. Oh, is there one more to look at? A portrait depicting the Greek god Pollux, one half of Dioscuri, with his twin brother Castor, a skilled boxer. He is said to be immortal. Well, I mean, we know our sample is called Pollux. So, don't think I can walk back there. Anything on this desk? Whose desk is it? It is A. Wong's desk. Oh, right. A. Wong. Sure. Okay. I get it. I get what you're doing. I understand your references. There's a pair of glasses. Are they sunglasses? Are they sunglasses that might explode? Possibly. It's a very important looking office
Private
here.
office of the founder. From here I should be able to restore system passwords.
It's a very ostentatious office. Greek god Castor, one half of Dioscuri with his twin brother Pollux, brilliant horse tamer, protector of the weary sailors. Sailors are tired. Oh, is this him? Maybe that's him. That's the founder. Possibly. Greek hero I can barely see that. It is so blown out. Greek hero Jason, in possession of the Golden Fleece, according to legend, had the ability to heal any wound. Castor and Pollux. Of the possible names, what could be more appropriate than these? Indeed, the revolutionary breakthrough that is Pollux could never have existed without its brethren, Castor, perhaps the most malevolent chemical weapon ever conceived. As a matter of fact, we knew practically nothing of it before salvage of that Japanese submarine was completed in the 70s, except that it brought about irreversible damage to organisms that would shame even Saren. That being said, this whole program, one that will inevitably rewrite the history of BC weapons and elevate the United States even higher on its supreme global pedestal, didn't arrive merely by chance. No, not mere chance, but rather divine intervention that the vessel delivering its toxic payload to our predecessors never reaches destination, instead becoming haplessly entangled off the coast of the Northfall Islands in Washington State, where it remained unseen and forgotten for years. It may well be fluke, however, that a particular type of jellyfish native to the islands came in contact with itsy-bitsy doses that gradually escaped the rotten hull, instantly transforming, perhaps evolving, and infecting some of the island villagers. But it wasn't until the obscure crisis claimed its first human victim that our government decided to step in and take action, stumbling upon the terrible truth that is, in fact, the only reason we're here today is due to pure and simple incompetence of the crew. The funny thing about this narrow escape is that a potentially disastrous yet poorly executed revenge plot by some defeated nation overseas has once again turned out to be quite a luck for us. Part 2. 1973 was the year when the Aegis laboratories were built on the island designated North Blue 2 in order to safely extract and repurpose the liquid gas we discovered in that Japanese submarine. I still remember the salvage operation and construction works, as the company gave me free rein when it came to most of the architectural and design choices. We were able to free part of the hull from its seabed tomb, then later built the concrete bunker that currently houses it. It was one heck of an engineering job, but the facilities we use today are more than worth the immense effort. The lower levels of the North Blue 2 facility, the most top-secret ones, contain the submarine and most vital experiment rooms, while other levels contain the observation deck, loading area for shipping of sensitive materials, additional labs, and a storage area. On the other hand, the top levels, accessible by ordinary staffers, include office space, a conference room, modern server room, and necessary amenities. Most of the people who work here have no idea of what lies beneath and are ignorant to the fact that they're parading around a monument where history is being rewritten every single day. Come to think of it, I doubt anyone truly knows what's going on down here. Part 3. Castor could possibly be the ultimate weapon for large-scale chemical attacks, yet the dispersal method is surprisingly simple. The CSR-03 gas is compressed at very high temperatures in special reinforced tanks that are loaded onto an aircraft. When the aircraft reaches its target, single or multiple Castor cylinders are jettisoned. Once they strike the surface, the release mechanism is triggered and 3 shielding petals open up, leaving the inner cylinder exposed. At this point, the CRS-03 is released at a high pressure, which converts the pressurized liquid to a gas, making it extremely volatile. This is where Castor shows its unique colors. The gas then expands rapidly like a mighty flame and feeds on the oxygen in the surrounding area, creating a sort of closed-off environment that makes it nearly impossible for any breathing organism to survive. Gradually, it will lose all effectiveness and dematerialize, leaving no trace behind. If a large enough quantity were to be spread to highly populated locations, it could afflict thousands upon thousands of victims within seconds, instantly consuming a population, foreign military, or a group of unpleasant and expendable mercenaries sent out to the scene of a confrontation. I don't know why I wrote any of this down. Well, gee, Dr. J. Weir is who our man is. I wonder what he was talking about a group of mercenaries sent out somewhere. It's probably nothing. It's probably nothing. All right, cast the light until the darkness, and there can be no storm for which the cannot save you. Was that, Castor? It might have been Castor. So this keyboard, should I just look at my actual keyboard when I type this down? I don't know. No matter the injury, it will never end his journey. That's Jason, because he has the golden fleece, which heals any injury. Oh, did I type that wrong? I assume it's talking about Jason, about old J. Let's see. Going from this, LKJ. And then over here is A. And then S. And then O. And then N. No, it doesn't like that. Whoop. Let's see. Jason in possession of the Golden Fleece. Yeah, heal any wound. Oh, type Golden Fleece. Maybe that's it. Because that was capitalized, so maybe that's what I'm typing. I thought it would be the person, not the item, but okay. So it would be, at least it's starting off on the last one I was on, so it didn't reset me. So there's that at least. You know, it's occurring something that's occurring to me. Oh, can I do a space? I don't think. Oh, there's this. Does that do a space? It didn't. It didn't. Something that's occurring to me. I don't know if they intend to try to get this game on consoles, but they would seriously have to change this puzzle around if they did. No, that wasn't it. What is this one down here, by the way? Oh, that's escape. Okay. Pretty sure I did type in Golden Fleece. So, let's see. I can't access the numbers. I can only access these letters, escape, these cursor keys, enter, backspace. Let me take a look at some other pictures. It seems like that's talking about Jason over here. This is Castor. We already used him. So that was the first question. We were right about that. Well, I had to describe these other ones. It described Pollux. It said he's immortal. We could possibly go with that because if he's immortal, he can't really be injured, I guess. No, I guess not. Let me just go back over here. Actually, I might have misspelled that. Hold on, let me see something. Might have... Let's say that... Okay, yeah. The first time I spelled it with 2 O's, it was actually a U for the second O. Okay. Long and perilous was the journey of the Argonauts to enter into its possession. Okay, so this one's Golden Fleece. Starting from there. 1, 2, 3. 1, 4. That should be that. And that. And that. And that. And that. And that. And then some of that. And that. That.
Liev to Mission Control. If you can hear me, I've just restored the facility passcodes from the Matrix. I'm in the process of gathering the 731 samples and data off the server. Over.
All right, we did it. More file codes. I don't know if this is an actual website that you could go to. Maybe you can. I assume so because it doesn't seem to have anything to do with what we're doing here. It's an old, elegant typewriter. Is it just here for a reference? I'm not doing anything with that, I guess. Probably. I guess so. Because it's automatically saving. It's empty, so let's take a look at this. Okay, can we have any... Yeah, we got something we can combine. Combine with the empty. There we go. And then again, combine with the empty. There we go. All right. All right, we're heading back. Anyone standing up? Anyone want to get... Doesn't look like anyone's getting up. I don't suppose it'll just let me leave at this point. No, it wouldn't, because I need to find Pollux. I can't leave yet. I don't think there's anything here to interact with. Doesn't seem like it. Hold on. Did it give me an updated objective on where I'm going here? Let's take a look around. I'm not actually seeing an objective on the screen, am I? Does not seem like it. Alright, well, it seems like there's only one place we can go if we're going back. Oh, over there. Alright, I guess we're just going to go straight back then. I mean, that zombie came from somewhere. Did we go in there? No. You getting up? Well, so far, no. More of that. Guard's last memory. Hit up the website if you're interested in knowing what that's about. I assume. Anything here? I want to pick this up. Override cable. Alright. But I can't seem to... Doesn't look like I can interact with anything here like the business center. Just can't do it. Oh, is this where it went? There we go. Now I get inside the server room and delete the database. Did I know I had to do that? Maybe they said to do that at some point. It's possible I don't remember that they did. It's entirely possible that things have been said that I don't remember.
What is your status? Over.
This is Liev. About time. What the hell happened? I've retrieved the 731 samples. Now I'm heading over to the server room to gather the search data. Over.
Understood. We're having trouble with the comm system. To make matters worse, this storm isn't getting any less wild, and the loads are being pushed to the limit. I don't think it'll hold for much longer. Your new rendezvous point is the main entrance, so head there. Hurry up and grab the data so we can get the hell out of here. Watch your back. Open comms for 2236. Over.
The main entrance, well, that is right up here. I'm just gonna walk in case anyone feels like getting up. A lot of bodies here that could get up. Still, there are bodies in the way that could be standing up before we get over there. I guess we're fine. Let's head on out. Oh, it's not letting me do that. I still have to go to the server room. I was just hoping I could leave, like, go through the door because it said go to the front door. No, I cannot do that. I cannot. All right, where is that server room, by the way? Here's the map. It's not the easiest map to read. It's the founder office. I mean, probably if I just keep going in a straight line, I would get to it. It seems kind of like how it's gone. I can zoom in. The screen is still not that big. There must be something on the second map here. I don't see anything. Alright. Anything over here, by the way? Did I take a look at this? So here's the vending machines. Here is a elevator. I can go in the elevator. I didn't go in this one, so maybe this is where I should be heading. Okay, this is definitely what you would describe as a server room.
Hey, you! Drop your gun and let me see your hands! Right now!
Sorry. I thought you were one of those dead, melted thingies that killed the others.
Yeah, well, I ain't. And you almost got shot in the head, whoever you are.
You know, I'm no threat to you. My name's John. John Fay. I work for Aegis in the Information Science Department. Well, mostly in the server room. I've been hiding down there for hours, since all hell broke loose. All communications are down, and I didn't think anyone would risk their lives to actually save us.
What the hell happened to this place?
I'm not sure exactly, but I don't think it was accidental.
How do you mean?
Well, I can access anything via the server. The security system, surveillance cameras, and naturally, the personnel files of all the Aegis employees. I've been trying to reconstruct exactly what went wrong. And actually, you'd be amazed at what somebody can achieve down here in just a few hours. Anyway, I think it's safe to say that one of our own stole some research and covered the whole up as an accident, obscuring all evidence of their damnable theft.
Huh. You don't say. I'm gonna need that fancy ID card of yours to access the server.
Well, why? Why do you want to access the server? I thought you were actually here to rescue us.
Technically, those were your words, not mine. Sorry, bud. Orders are orders.
What about the others? All the survivors in the building? You're not gonna let us die here.
Nah, you're right. I guess I can't. I mean, especially you. Oh, what the heck. I'll lend a hand.
Well, of course that's how that was going to go. As, of course, we've established we are playing a very likable character. Two things we can interact with here. Well, let's look at his emails. Let's see. Dear brother, I can't explain too much, but this chat will be useful in case something happens to me. Love you, James. Good evening. Kay gives you the green light to retrieve what we discussed earlier. God damn it, where have you been? I've been waiting 2 whole days for confirmation. I was just about to call it off. You had to take extra precautions to help ensure the mission is a success. You're just one part of a much wider strategy. Listen, something unexpected came up. Some high-ranking army generals arriving here this week, so they're increasing the security level. I need more time. You don't have more time. We can't afford another delay. There are measures in place to deal with these kinds of situations. Proceed as planned. I'm risking my life here, a sentence of life without parole, if not immediate execution. The punishment for treason in a place like this is anything but conventional. I need more reassurance, or at least another advance from the final payment. We've already given you more than enough money to compensate for your troubles. Unofficially, I would advise you to stick with Kay's plan, or a speedy execution with the least of your worries. All right. I just hope I have the guts to leave this damn bunker behind. This screen is very green. I don't know why you would have it this green. Dearest Data, at last, the opportunity I've been waiting for has arrived. I can't go into specifics right now, but trust me and believe me when I tell you that our lives will change for the better. I can finally leave this place behind and go with you wherever your heart desires. There's no time like the present, is there? Of course, the risk is great, but don't worry about me. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Love always, your Jay. Yes, Aiden and John, I know. I understand. I got it. I got it when he said his name was John. I understood. Yes, that's fine. The whole bit about the boyfriend John was taken out of the remake. But of course, in the original RE2, Ada was looking for her boyfriend John. Gotta escape now.
Warning. Evacuation sequence activated.
Gotta get out before the station falls into the sun. Did we just cause like a self-destruct sequence to turn on by like typing something on the server? Uh-oh, bars went down at the entrance. What's that about?
Agent Lead, the system's locked all doors in response to the decontamination in progress. We're gonna need a few minutes to override it remotely. Just hang in there.
A few minutes, you say, of hanging in there? Yep, here come a bunch of friends. I should probably take out my Fuller gun. Alright, there we go.
That was close.
HQ, this is Sandman. Agent Lead Bader. Took off on foot. We're getting the hell out of here and heading back to base.
And that's it for the demo for Daymare 1998. Comes out September 17th, 2019 on Steam. Oh, hold on. Okay, that just automatically went back to the title screen. What did we get? Got any extras? No, I don't think I did. The Deers collection. On the right it says the irresistible creepy deers. Gotta shoot them all. I guess there are like Well, remember in RE2 Remake, there were the Mr. Raccoons, so I guess this time there would be creepy deers. You know, I don't want to be judgmental, but I'm going to say I don't think I missed out on anything by playing this on beginner. I'm going to say I probably had a better experience playing this on beginner than I would have if I had played it on the harder difficulty. I'm going to throw that out there. RE2 Remake is very fun on the harder difficulty. I don't know about Daymare. I don't know about Daymare. I will say that I do think that it did surpass Crying Is Not Enough. This is certainly a better game. It plays better. It is more polished than Crying Is Not Enough. Is this a good demo? No, I think it's a terrible demo. This did not make me interested at all in playing this game. I've seen screenshots that this game is supposed to take place in like a city, a Raccoon City style place, as I mentioned to the chat. The title, the sign saying the name of the city was at the title screen when we started the game. Keen Watch is what it was called. And that seemed more interesting. This whole bit with the special ops soldiers in the scientific base. Not that interesting, you know? I'm gonna say that in Resident Evil games in general, that's the least interesting part. The part when you leave, like, the horror environment and then you head into the laboratory at the end. Like, I think, like, that usually is not as interesting as the beginning, where you have more of a horror thing going on. So having a demo that is all of that, having a soldier in a laboratory, I don't think that's a good choice for your demo. I don't think that is a good choice to have people play that as the first thing that they play and expect that to make them want to play your game. I'm just going to throw that out there. Maybe other parts of the game are better. I don't know. I'm going to say maybe this wasn't a good choice for what the demo should have been. I'm going to say that there was way too much text and exposition for what's going on in this demo. Like I said before, you have to make the player care about what you're doing and what your story is and who your characters are before you throw out all that exposition. This game did not do that. This game did not do that. I don't know if I'm interested in checking out more of this when the full game actually comes out. I don't actually know. I had a decent time playing it. I had a mediocre time playing this. And there are other games to play that are more interesting, so I don't know. I'm going to say that this demo did not do its job of making me want to play the full game. So I don't know if we're going to see more of Daymare 1998. All I can say is that this has been the demo, and it's kind of like a big shrug. If I had to give my opinion on it, you can't see me, but I would like shrug my shoulders and say, I don't know. Is this... I don't know if I'd want to play more of it. I don't know if this has anything to offer me. Maybe other people, but I don't know if it has anything to offer me. That's been the demo for Daymare in 1998.